VNext Productions here. Do an updated video of the mix and mastering video that I put up there earlier, like 2 weeks ago, or 2 months ago or so. There's some updated things to it, like editing the track some more, getting rid of more of the background noise, and instead of well, we'll still be using Adobe Audition today, but first I record in Reaper here, and that goes to Adobe Audition, so which is pretty neat. So I'm gonna record a quick thing, and I'm gonna export it out to Adobe Audition, and we'll clean up the track, and I'll show you how I do it to get actual clear, not like I showed you in the other video. I've learned more probably from that video and than I do now, so yeah, enjoy. So here's something. Mic test 1 2, mic test 1 2, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. This is VNext Productions 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 1 3. Alright, that's the clip I just recorded. Test 1 2, mic test 1 2, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. This is VNext Productions 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 1 3. Probably, as you can see, there was some background noise, something going on downstairs, construction work, and all the other stuff. I don't have an acoustic padded room, I'm not, but soon though I will get something like that. So now that after I double clicked it, it should go to Adobe Audition, which is loading up as we speak. And that's where I mix and master down most of the things. So, and then once I save it here, it'll go right back to the DAW. So, alrighty, now take a listen. Mic test 1. Oh Lord. Gotta fix my audio setup real quick. And usually I use the ACO drivers, but they just crapped out on me today apparently, so I'm just using regular sound. But if we were using ACO drivers, it would sound much better. So take a listen. I know you hear that, right? Take another listen. Mic test 1 2. And right here is pretty much where all our background noise is. So that's what we want to do. And if we zoom in by scrolling your mouse scroll or the zoom in and whatnot, you can actually edit parts of the wave. But what we're gonna do is, instead of noise reduction, which takes out pretty much all the dynamics. I mean, before in the videos, I either go to you would select the thing, capture noise profile, blah blah blah, and then when you go to effects, and then you go to restoration and noise reduction, setting it on high, and I found later on that it really brings out the dynamics of it compared to what I'm about to show you now, which is a high pass filter. What a high pass filter is pretty much detect all the sounds that were, like, say if only sounds that were closer to the mic. So if there was something in the background, it shouldn't show up because those frequencies are much lower as they're much far away. So what we're going to do here, select a whole track, go to effects, and you're going to go to filter and EQ, parametric equalizer, and you're going to hit generic high pass. And so click OK. You don't need to touch anything else really. And as you can see here, it's gotten rid of some of that background noise. So it pretty much cleaned it up real good. And so if you listen to it, the dynamics in the vocals do not give away as if you're doing noise reduction. So take a listen. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is VNext Productions 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 1 3. Yeah, like here. And then after you've done that, and that's all you can really do to clean them up real good. I mean, unless you go in but that's too much work. But after you've done your high pass filter, what you can do is do a click and pop eliminator. So you would select the whole file, you would go to restoration, click and pop eliminator. There's not, depending on, if there's some problems with your recording, if there's lots of clicks, hiss, constant hiss and crackle, you're going to click auto find all levels. And that's going to gather everything. And you're going to press OK. Going to get rid of any pops or hisses or whatever. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is VNext Productions 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 1 3. All right, and now it sounds perfect almost, but not yet. After this, you pretty much just want to go into the areas where there's no vocals, and you just want to right click it and mute it out and clean up the track. Go in and you see this like right here, testing the gas for air. You can get rid of that too, and you just mute everything in between that and go in on the track. So test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is VNext. And really clean up the track well. It'll help in the long run too. So after you've cleaned it up by muting all the other outside things. This is VNext Productions 1 2 3. Mic. And the pauses in between vocals, it really helps you out once you export it back to your DAW. Mic test 1 2 1 3. And after recording, everything's been done. Just select everything after it, if you have any, and just mute that out. And now you have a pretty clear track. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is VNext Productions 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 1 3. And it sounds clear already, but you're not done. We're not done with it anyway. We're gonna do some of the same steps in the old tutorial. So we're gonna select it all, effects, go to dynamics processing, and you're gonna go to wrap presence. Press OK. Then you're gonna go to reverb, studio reverb. You want to go to mastering reverb. No other reverb. I mean, unless you want it, like if you wanted a Great Wall, but that's other types. Mic test 1 2. That's other types of reverb for other purposes. So, but mastering reverb, use mostly. Always take a listen in between effects though, in case you see something you don't like. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing. Like said, you can always go back. So after you've done the dynamics process. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. sounds decent so far. Let's see. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is VNex Productions 1 2 3. And make sure it sound good. If you have a decent pair of headphones or studio monitors, you want to make sure that it sounds perfect. It shouldn't, sound horrible. Because if you have a good pair of headphones, trust me, that all your recordings, future recordings, will sound as good as you would hear them in a microphone. So after you've done the studio reverb and the dynamics processing, you want to head to mastering. For mastering, I've made my own template. Oh, Lord. It seems I've deleted the templates after I moved to a new profile because I had a virus. But I'm gonna make one now out of subtle clarity, and just listen to each one, Studio Clarity or Club Master. I don't know, but subtle clarity. See how it sounds. Always listen over and over until you get it right. So, mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is VNex Productions 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 1 3. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is VNex Productions 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 1 3. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is VNex Productions 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 1 3. And that sounds just about good right there. And I'm gonna add it as a present. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2. And I'm gonna save that as a present. So for future recordings or in case.